I do hand bookbinding primarily, which includes a lot of repair work. And I do limited editions. I do one of a kind. I do book boxes, portfolios. So basically whatever comes through the door. I started when I was in my teenage years. I apprenticed in Leipzig, where I was born. It's not just a job, it's something I like to say. I handle books or repair books the way I would like to get my book back if I give it to someone. I start with a question and ask, how do you, the customer, want it to have bound? Because I don't know if all the properties are important to the person, or is it just something that he or she found and she needs a new cover and the rest can go in the garbage. I don't know that, so I have to find it out in a conversation. The oldest book I've done was an incunabula from 15th century. It was a very early Bible. But I also have done books that were somewhat unusual. The last one that I can think of was a handwritten book, was a sacred book from, I think, the Sikh community. And it had to be handled in a way that you don't disturb the book or the sacredness of the book. I was asked not to wash my hands before I start and not have leather around and whatever was important to the people. And that was a challenge in itself. But when it was finished, there were about 4 or 5 people that came, and they had a little ceremony to, so to speak, make it kosher. Because I handled it and I'm not part of the community, so to make it pure, basically. It was interesting to be entrusted with books like this that are very important to certain communities that are sometimes we don't understand, but you still have to have a certain respect for whatever comes in. I don't think the book will ever disappear. I think the pendulum goes both ways. People embrace new technology, and after a while there's a realization what's missing. The connection to something where you have a sense it's made by a person. You can relate to it. If you have a purely electronic device which was created by a human and to some degree might have been assembled by humans, but you don't have that sense because you have thousands of the same item and each one looks the same more or less. And with handcrafted items, you know, when you hold it, you can feel someone labored it. And it's stepping back in time when you come here. It's a relaxing atmosphere, and it's non-threatening. You know, you come here, it's like going to a bookstore, to a library where you are appreciated to be there, no matter why you are there. What I like most is working on my own creations. I recently started a new company where I just feature my own creations, my own tastes, sensibilities. I just needed to get my own ideas out. You know, it's like something was inside me and it let me out. And so I thought if I, since I have the space in the front, I just do something that gives me pleasure, regardless if it sells or not. It's like a hobby. You know, you do it because you enjoy it, not necessarily to get a financial reward. I mean, if that happens, it's nice. It's just the icing. So it's really skill-driven. It's not an investment. You can just buy it and sit back and collect. You really have to know what you're doing, and it's really, it's hard work. You know, when I come home, I'm tired because the books are heavy and you stand all day, and it's not just the physical, it's also the mental demands on how to do it and be precise, and all this comes together.